Good day, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's another week for our weekly analysis. It's another weekend for our weekly analysis where we talk about the market, what that happened, and what might happen the coming week, and what we what was my thinking about the market the previous week. Today's analysis will also be short because I don't want it to be lengthy. So we start with our bellwether, which is our dollar index. So last week I was interested in the price visiting, I think, 101,917 and towards 102 big figure. So 101,917 was the high of that candle. That was the previous week's high. So the market price was short of it on Thursday. The high of that candle, that forms on Thursday on the 12th, the high of that candle comes in at 101,839. So it was short of some pips. So what am I looking at the coming week? The coming week I will be watching if 100,821 will serve as a support that will take us back into 102 big figure, because I'm still very much interested in 102.000. I'm still much more interested in that level. I'm interested in this level here. But the coming week we'll see what the market will do around the consequent encroachment of this week, of this candle here. This candle here. Okay, let me take this off. The consequent encroachment of this candle, where I draw my fib. So that was the candle that forms last week Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So last week Friday, which was on the 6th, the candle that forms on the 6th of September 2024. So the coming week, the week of that candle, if the market price does not trade below, if the market price does not trade and close below that consequence encouragement, we are going back into 102 big figure. But the moment I see a candle closing below 100.821, so I'll be expecting 100.821 to serve as a resistance. Then we'll be coming into 100.514. But I'm still much interested in 102.00. So as long as I could see a support around 100.821, if I should see a support around that area, I'll be interested in 102 big figure. Right? If it happens to be a resistance, then I'll be going towards 100.541. So that is that on dollar index. So I'll be with that. So we go to Euro USD. On Euro USD last week, I was interested in a very short, a very low objective, which was 1.10,000. 1.10,000. It was just the low of that candle, let me ever break it out. Okay, I want to okay, let me even mark it out. I was interested in 1.10 thousand. That was my are we there? 1.10 thousand coordinates. 1.10 thousand. I don't know if you will call that a coincidence. The low of this candle that forms on Wednesday. The low of that candle that forms on Wednesday was what? The low of that candle comes in at 1.10,019. Is that a coincidence? No. But the coming week, I was interested in 1.10 thousand as of last week. So the coming week, I will see. I want to see if the what's it called? If the market price will found a kind of resistance around 1.11328. 1.11328. 1.11328. If the market price could find a resistance around that area, then we will be going into, I'll be interested into 1.09500. I will be interested in 1.09500. I'm interested in this level here and the possible movement into this BC on the long run. So the coming week, I will see if the market 1.11328 is this line here. Is this line here? This line here. So what was the line? The line was this week. It has been delineated. The week that falls on the 3rd of July. So the consequence encroachment of that week, you can see the market price was dangling around that area. So personally, if that level should act as a resistance, then I'll be going into 1.09500. But if it happens to be a support, I'll be interested in 1.12016. So if it happens to be a support, that means if the market price crosses that level and find a support around that level, I'll be going into 1.12016. And the possible movement into 1.12757. 1.12757. So that is what I'll be watching the coming week. So on GBP/USD, I was interested in the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency to be traded to. I was interested in 1.31 thousand, which was delivered beautifully. That level was delivered beautifully. I was interested in that BC. I was interested in that BC here. I was interested in this BC and movement into 1.31 thousand. So those levels have been taken. So the coming week, what I'll be watching the coming week, I'll be expecting this CB, here, marked in blue. This CB should serve as a resistance. It should serve as a resistance that will take us further into 1.29956. 1.29956 was also hit. Almost is, sorry, don't let me say, but the market almost traded into that level as well. But I opt out around 1.31 thousand. So the coming week I'll be expecting that level. Okay, I'll be expecting a movement into 1.29500 on GBP 1.29500. Also, I'll be expecting this CB here to serve as a resistance. This CB to serve as a resistance. Change my color. So I'll be expecting that CB. I'll be expecting this CB to serve as a what? As a resistance. So the moment let me go in figure. The moment the market found support in that CB, I will not be interested in going bearish again. So I'll be targeting maybe 1.33 thousand or thereabouts. So I'll be looking to 1.33 thousand. But I'm interested fully in GBP coming down. I'm not interested in it going higher for now. So that's the BC around here should be retreated to. The BC, this BC should be revisited and take us into 1.29500 or 1.29 big figure. So that is what I'm looking at. As long as the CB above remain a resistance to the market price. So let's go into, let's take S&P 500 first. On S&P 500 last week, I was interested in the market price reacting into 5400 and 5500. 5400 and 5500. So the market price reacted to 5500 and also reacted to 5400. Both levels were delivered. 5400 were almost, but at least it was delivered. So the coming week I'll be interested in the market taking out this high. This is the lowest of the lowest hanging fruit, 5650. So 5650 into 56. I'll be watching 5700. 5700 on S&P 500. But I'm interested in the previous week's high to be taken. So I'll be expecting the market price to take out the previous week's high. So that will be that will be a movement into 5700. Sorry. So on gold. Let's see gold. On gold, I was interested in gold giving us and delivering a new high. I've been clamoring for a new high. It's been a while. So gold has delivered 2550. So I've been saying, as long as this place, this area remains jagged, so it definitely have to what, go out of that place. That was why I was interested in gold delivering a new high. So new high has been delivered. We've traded into 2550, and 2578 has also been delivered. So on gold here, I'll be expecting a movement back into 2550. Movement back into 2550. 2550. Even if we are going to 2600, I think 2600 will be my next point of interest. But I want 2550 to be traded to again. Then we go for 2600 on gold. So gold has delivered another all-time high. Let me take off these levels. Take this off. Let me sanitize this. Remove. I don't. Okay. The only level I'm interested in should remain there. So then on Dow futures, last week on Dow futures I was interested in 40,000. I was fully engaged in US 30 and in Nasdaq last week. So I was fully engaged. So 40,000 I have taken it off. Let me return it back there. 40,000. Get my coordinates. 40,000 for us to see if 40,000 really comes to fruition. I want to put it 40,000. 40,000. Can you call that a coincidence? Are you seeing what I'm saying? The movement. Okay, let me change this. Let me change the color. If you can call it a coincidence, let's see. There's something visible. So the low of this candle, that's formed on Wednesday, because I was fully active on Wednesday, 11th of September. The low of that candle comes in at what? 39.978.44. I was interested in 40,000. Is that a coincidence? No. So that is that on dollar on US 30. So on Dow. So what am I looking for the coming week? I'll be interested in this high. The high around 41,593. Yeah, 41,593. I'll be interested in 41,593 and possible movements to 45, 41. 41,600. 41,600 or thereabouts, yes. So the previous week high 41,593 and into 41,600. That's what I'll be watching and be interested in the coming week. This was my mapping during the week. During the course of the week, this was my mapping. The buy side liquidity here, the sell side liquidity here, which I use in engaging the market in the course of the week. Let me show some execution. So you can see we have executions. These are execution arrows. Those are execution arrows. So I only show on paper trading. So let's go to Nasdaq, the last but not the least. No, not even the last. We will check BTC as well. So as of last week on Nasdaq, I was interested in, I think, 19,000. I want to go as far as 19,400 from 18,000 to I was active in this as well. So 19,400. 19,400 was delivered. Look. 19,400 was what? Was delivered beautifully. No, not you. I don't need you. 19,400 was delivered. We are even close to 19,500 now. So on Nasdaq, the coming week, I'll be interested in the eye of this candle. Okay, let me use this. I'm interested in the previous week's high. The previous week's high. So I'll be interested in the previous week's high, and I'll be interested in 19650. Let me use 19650 as my main objective. 19650 to be redelivered. 19650. 19650. I'll be interested in 19650 the coming week, and possible movement into 20,000 on the long run. I'm not feeling too well. That is why I sound somehow dull today. So, last but not the least, BTC USDT. On BTC USDT, I called some levels during the course of the week, and I think those levels have been delivered. I mentioned 59,000, 60,000, and then 60,500. Those level has been delivered. So 60,500 has been delivered. So I'll be interested in 61,000, the low hanging fruit objective, and a retracement into this CB here, into this BC here, a retracement into this BC here, and a possible movement into 62,000, 62,000. So I'll be interested in that BC, then 61,000 to 62,000. So at this junction, I'll be calling it a day. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for coming this far with us. We really love and appreciate you guys. To our existing subscribers, you guys are wonderful. To our new first-time viewers, please subscribe to the channel. A quick disclaimer before I leave: I am not a licensed financial advisor, and that is why, the main reason why I teach from the lens of a paper trading. So the fact that I have a real account which I run with my analysis does not mean you have to do the same thing. I put my money behind it does not mean you have to do the same thing. There are risks attached to trading, so you take full responsibility for your actions. So everything in this video is for educational purpose, and personally on how I view the market and how I act on the information the market is providing. So thank you for coming this far with us. We really love and appreciate you guys, and have a wonderful week ahead. Trade responsibly and be safe. Bye for now.